on Facebook.
Yeah.
Let me know about the sound. Okay, I hear it. I hear it. We in there. Let me know
You are
about the
live.
sound. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. So now we shouldn't have those troubles.
Where's the live?
If you go into the group, you should be able
I'm
to
in the
see
group.
it. Let's open this up. Oh, you guys, let's shut this door. All right, we're back doing another charting session. Last week, we hopped on Sunday, and we had an amazing turnout for the week. Oh, man. So the first thing we'll do is show some of the results, and then we'll get into the pairs that we'll look at this week, starting by taking a look at the news and then diving into the market. All right,
Sure
let's
you
go.
got one?
All right. Man, first thing first is this is one of the trades that we ended off with last week. Big V, that's you in the stream now?
No, I'm still. Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
here we go. 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 Here we go.
Let me know when you get in there. I'm going to let you go. I got the chat up so I can see everything you're saying. All right, so first thing first, let's get into what we looked at last week. Oh, man. Last week, where were we?
I'm in, but I ain't got no sound.
Make sure you click the volume button at the bottom right of the screen. Oh, this is NAS 100. I believe that is. Here we go. So in US 30, oh man, right here, this was a wonderful play. Right here, we were watching this high. Okay, I called the sell from this area. In this area here, this is our take profit. So in the beginning of the week, before Tuesday, this trade played out. So by Wednesday, we were already up 780 pips just on one trade setup. We also caught the NASDAQ 100 sale. We bought it from this area as well. And I think the other trade that we took, it was a gold setup. Yeah, so the gold setup that we took, this is what happened on it. We took it from the highs here, and price dropped 400 pips. So from our last weekly session, man, we had some great turnouts on these trade setups. Just from looking at the news to see where the volatility would be in the market and using our technical analysis along with the fundamentals in the news to figure out what we were going to take advantage of. We're going to do the same thing. So right now, let me take a look at the news, get it pulled up. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Same thing, same way the week started last week. It's really no news that's showing any high volatility that could affect the London or the New York session. Oh, broke the damn mic. The London or the New York session. So what we'll do is just look at the pairs that we were already trading to see if there's a chance that we'll get a continuation. All right, so first thing first, gold pull back. What we want to see is if this pullback is just a pullback to retest this structural level of resistance before continuing the downtrend, or is this pullback going to have strong momentum and break above these highs? Okay. So that's what we want to see. Let's go to the 4-hour. Okay, on the 4-hour, we got our 200 EMA right above this level. And the EMAs, they're just moving lines of resistance. Turn your mic up a little more. You okay? How about that? That's funny. I'm looking around like y'all can see me looking for you. I'm looking for your eyes or a head nod. But all right, cool. Right, so we're looking at this EMA, the EMAs. If they're on top of price, they're moving lines of resistance. If you find the EMAs below price, then they're a moving line of support. So at this moment, on the 4-hour time frame, my 200-day EMA is right above this 4-hour candle. Now we have 23 minutes left in the close of this candle. And this is really important for the people that are doing analytics on a higher time frame. Don't get too excited, okay? Make sure that you are monitoring when the candle closes so that you can make sure that your analysis is accurate, okay? Because a lot of times what I used to do was see something that could be a double top, and I would play it, and when the candle closes, it's something completely different. So take your time, let it develop, and keep this in mind. If you are not in a trade, that means one thing is guaranteed: you are not losing money. Okay, so take your time. If the trade leaves without you, it will always give some room for you to take advantage of it. But if you are anxious, there is one guarantee: you are going to make a mistake. All right, so keep your composure, stay level-headed, and be patient. All right, so right now with gold, this definitely looks like it could just be retesting this structural level here and continuing this downtrend. But with this break above this 382 level, I would definitely need to see what happens around 3-5 this morning, the London session. Yeah, I'm definitely going to wait on this one. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to place a alert here. Now look at that. So the 30-minute actually created a double top here. So like I said, we're either going to see a retest of this level. Let me actually adjust this. We're going to see a retest or a break. Either one is completely fine. So what you want to do, we'll set an alert here to see how price responds when it get there, and we'll set an alert here, okay? If price touches this level, we'll be able to take the sell from there. But let's say it doesn't. It just creates a false breakout of this 382 level on the field. Let's say it just plays around in this area and falls here. When this alert is triggered, we'll know. Then we'll be able to just take it from the 382 level of the field down to our last target, which was this area here. Okay? So with gold, we are waiting on the London session. We were also in Euro Pound to end the week. This trade was called in our VIP session. So it's funny because the same thing that I'm talking about on gold is what actually happened with this trade setup. So if you look right here, you see this double top. So the double tops, those are the patterns that are formed that looks like an M. On the 4 hour, we had this pattern here. So I played it as a sell zone. Okay. This wick let me into the trade, and price fell almost towards our first TP, and then it pulled back. But let me show you what it pulled back to retest. Oh, here we go. What time frame was that on? Hold on a second. Let me find the time frame. Okay, right in here. So this is where our trade originally activated, right? We got this drop and it pulled back to retest this same level. And that's the exact same thing that we're looking at on gold. Oh, somebody knows something. They saying head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so the inverse head and shoulders is what's found at the lows, okay? It's the same thing as the head and shoulders pattern, but you'll only see it at the lows. So at the highs, it's the head and shoulders. So I actually didn't know who all we had on. I didn't want to get to calling out too many things and make this session confusing, but that gives me a little joy right there. But yeah, that is really close to a head and shoulders pattern. The only reason I didn't identify it as such is because, damn, I lost it getting all excited and shit. Let me get back right. Where were we? I think that was the other chart. Oh yeah, that was the other chart. But yeah, I didn't want to lose anybody calling out too many terms and turn them off. But let's keep going. Back on Euro JPY, it actually looks like this thing is finna go. So I was playing around in this area creating range Friday. Now finally looks like we broke, well, it actually broke beneath right here with this candle and pulled back to retest. From here, it looks like we could get exactly what we were looking for last week, which was a break in structure and a continuation in this downtrend. Now that order that I just deleted, this buy, I deleted it because I expected price to fall to this level before hitting this level. It did not happen. So if price does hit this level, I don't think it'll be a lasting move. I think it'll be something short term, maybe just to give you a slight pullback or a flag and then break to continue to the downside. So instead, we're going to continue to let this trade setup run, the sell that we were in. I guess I can put that back and just get rid of this. All right. And let's find the entry. Yeah, look at price on the smaller time frames. Everything is trading beneath the EMAs. So I don't really use indicators to find trade setups. Okay? In most cases, I'm always charting with naked charts because price action is the most important thing. Now, the only thing I use indicators for is for extra confluence. I want to use indicators to test momentum. All right, and right now, judging based on the EMAs, the momentum for this particular pair is bearish. All right, so let's see. Oh, V, I see you online. V, this made me upset a little bit. This thing came up here and played around. Oh man. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna give us what we're looking for. Let me put our EMAs back. I'm gonna do this on the hour. No, the 30-minute. We're We're going to place the stop loss above these highs here. Right here we have relatively equal highs, so we'll use this as a area of resistance. The target, all of the targets will still be the same. Wow. So even with a late entry on this thing and the stop loss being above the highs right there, it still puts us in a position to get a 1 to 10 ratio on this setup. That ain't this and this ain't that. Hey man, you better stop, man. You better stop. So V's talking about this hoodie right here, man. Oh man. So this hoodie explains our mindset when it comes to trading. All right. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that Jesus song before. I don't even remember the name of it at this point. But there was a line. That ain't this and this ain't that and bitch, I'm strapped. So I put that on the back of the hoodie. But the point is, no matter how the market responds, every trade is unique. Don't let your past loss affect your comfortability when placing the next trade setup. And if you are practicing all of your disciplines properly, you should be in position to take advantage of the trade no matter which direction it goes in. All right? So, bitch, I'm strapped. Let's go. From here, we got those, this trade setup set. I'm actually going to go ahead and place this trade on my terminal. So, give me a moment. Let me get loaded up. And I'll put a stop loss, an alert at this new stop loss, excuse me. I was also in, what was it? We were looking at pound JPY and pound AUD. Let me get this trade in before we start. Where is my terminal? All right, cool. All right, when you enter the orders, it's a little loud, so you're gonna hear something that sounds like somebody getting slapped. Nobody was harmed in the making of this video. Let's see. Oh, wrong lot size. Stop loss above the highs. V, I'm pretty sure you're on your terminal, but if not, yeah, ninja moves. If not, the 0.5 from the entry that we're at now to the stop loss, it's like $70. So I'm gonna get a couple of those in. Make sure I risk around 300. All right, cool. Now let me head back over here. 280s put you at 200. All right, that's cool. As long as you make sure that your risk is intact. Also, V, write your trades down until you get the logbook. All right, we got to track these trades, make it a habit, whether you got the logbook or not. For everybody else, I know the lights are out, but this is our trading logbook, and we monitor and write down all of our trade setups to make sure that we keep proper track of our wins and our losses. And also, it helps you gauge where you're making mistakes. Are the mistakes technical or are they emotional? Those type of things are really important when you're dealing with a machine like this, Because the truth is, the money moves faster here than I've ever seen in my life, and most of us aren't used to something like that. So it's easy to make mistakes when you're dealing with a machine like this. And you definitely need to understand, is it your skill set or your mindset? All right, my trades are in. Let's go here. This thing here. Oh, God. I figured this would be a false breakout. And a false breakout is when you reach an area of structure, whether it's support or resistance. So this, at the highest, this will be an area of resistance, a structural resistance level. A false breakout is when price gives you a strong push above, but immediately falls back within that area. Okay? So at this point, there's a good chance that this downtrend that we were looking for on the end of last week could actually occur. Now, something that could help us out with extra confirmation is waiting on the close of this 30-minute candle. If this 30-minute candle, what do we got, 8 minutes? So we can check back before this session is over. If this 30-minute candle closes beneath this area, then we can look at that as an entry. If not, right here on the 15-minute, we can just wait until the level that it broke above right here. We can wait until this level is retested and just set a sell limit order. Yeah. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this sell limit order, and I'm going to set an alert as well. So if price does pull back to the 618 on the fib, I automatically be entered in this trade setup. And if it leaves without me, then I'll get this notification to go off. That's a shooting star on the terminal. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's fine, because if you look at the rules for a shooting star, it typically begins a reversal in trend, or it signifies indecision in the market. So that's cool. So I don't know if you guys are looking in the chat, but he's referencing candlesticks. All of these things that you're looking at right now are candlesticks, okay? And they all have different meanings. It's just like the alphabet. So when I first looked at it, honestly, I was intimidated. Like, what the hell is this? What are all of these lights? What is this stuff flashing? But you guys, we just got to look at it the same way you looked at learning the English language. You have to understand letter recognition before you can start putting sentences together. And then after you develop that, you start creating paragraphs so you can understand what the market is actually saying. But candlesticks, understanding them, it's not the only tool that you can use, but it is a helpful tool. All right? Definitely get up on your language. And in our ebook, we cover candlesticks and all of these other technical terms and techniques to use for entering these trade setups as well. V, let's go ahead and V is one of our VIP traders. Let's go ahead and enter that sell limit order right there at the 618. Okay, so this is the entry. Uh-oh. Let's move this stop loss here. Man, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Let me set another alert here. Let me see what is underneath here. I like this level. What's right here? So right here at this level, you guys, we got a lot of rejections. So price, if you look right here on the left side, price fought to stay above this level right here. And right here in this area, price fought underneath it. So this is a really strong level right here in the market. So we'll look at this area to see what could happen. First thing I see is an imbalance. And that's what I knew I would see. All right, so yeah, structure was broken right here in this area. So we're gonna test this area to see if price will pull back. How many pips is that? Okay. Now this is the cool thing. Price could retest that level and still be considered to be in an uptrend. So since this high here wasn't tested, we'll move this down. This trade setup, this will be our last target. Okay, now let's find some areas to take profit in the market. Now after you find your trade set up, you want to find different areas in the market that you can take profit. Because this is the thing. You may have the right move, but it may not play out all the way like you expected. It could pull down to maybe TP1 or TP2 and then turn around on you. So you always want to give yourself areas that you can take profit from the market so you don't lose all of your earnings from a winning trade, because that's a demoralizing feeling. You're like, oh shit, I'm up 1,000. I got $20. That shit drained the life out of you. So to prevent that, let's just be wise and take profit throughout the process. Don't be greedy. It's called compounding. And once you learn how to properly compound, you can grow your account effortlessly. All right, and since we had a lot of rejections right in here, this is where we'll have TP2. So another thing, if you take a look at where I'm placing the areas, I find my targets by looking to the left. The areas where we had the most rejections in price, those are the areas I'm looking to take profits from the market. So like here, same thing. We had a lot of rejections right in this area. So I'm expecting something similar to happen once price reaches this level again. So we're going to take profits right there. So TP3, TP2, V, I'm about to take a picture of these and send them to the Discord group. Oh man, that's what we want to see. Yeah. So our limit order may not be at proceeds to close this in this next 40 seconds. Let me hurry up and take this picture. I think opening up Discord is messing up our stream. Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. That picture is in the members charter section in Discord. Use it to get the TPs. Cool. 7 seconds. How do I join the Discord? That spot gave me 3 positions of 2 standards. What? 3 positions of 2 standards. Okay. To join the Discord, let me get the link. What I will do for you is I will drop the link to the Discord in the free Facebook group. That way you'll be able to access it. I put the link to the to the Discord and the free courses to let you go through how to set up your trading accounts, place and monitor your trading accounts, and also the free trial to our mindset series. So I'll upload those things as soon as I finish with this session. Yeah. So the way this thing just responded, I am going to have to leave that original trade setup in, and I'm also going to have to take a sale from here, because there is a chance that that trade setup that I just put in won't activate. And that's cool. Wow, these risk rewards are crazy. This is 1 to 25. This is 1 to 13. This is nuts. Okay. Yeah. 180, it won't let you put that in. No problem, bud. V, I'm not questioning you, brother. If it says that you're supposed to put up 2 lots and your leverage is what we discussed around 250, then that's absolutely fine. I can't see your terminal. I was just thinking like, damn, that's a lot, but it's really not that many pips from the 618 to, yeah, that's only like 7 pips. That's a 7 pip stop loss for what? A 7 pip stop loss for 187 pips? No, that sounds about right. So that'll be, that's a majestic trade for you if that play off. You got 6 standards. Holy shit. It's party time after that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a small position in right here as well. All right, cool. I don't want no ifs and chance. Man, you got this song stuck in my head. Euro pound is dropping into profit. What are we looking at? Pound JPY. Oh, pound AUD was in profit too. I need to see what's going on with that. Now this is the thing with pound JPY. On the 4-hour, this double top has not been played, and it's right at the 786 level. Okay. Now it is not far-fetched for price to give you a false breakout around maybe the 618 and then pull back before giving you another move. That's why I'm looking at this area here for a potential buy. Let's go ahead and set this up. Yeah, let's pull that stop loss down. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, we got nice setups for the rest of the week. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking at the terminal. So if you guys typed anything in the chat, I cannot see it. Let me get this trade set up in. And I'll be right back. Let me see. Limit order. Guys, ninja moves. Oh, man. All right. For that, pound JPY. Oh yeah, that is pretty damn good. Yes, I am still using MT4. I like MT4 because it allows me to see how much I'm risking on each trade. Yeah, look at how that thing responded. I gotta take that. All right, V. So this is what I did. From this area here, you already know what this is. From this area, I just put in the standard one standard, and I moved it to this stop loss. So I believe that was what, $80? Let me see. No, that was $130. All right, so it's $110 at the right if you move it to the right stop loss. We'll just have that on as an extra position now. And if that limit order is active, then we didn't go too far over our leverage. The yen, yeah, you did the same thing. Okay. You think the yen's gonna pull back before that day? Which pair in particular? Like, what are you looking at, a cross with the yen? Oh yeah, we're in profit already on that sale. Why does it just say viewer next to you guys' name? I don't want to call you viewer. Hey viewer, yeah, I think it's gonna pull back. Viewer, that shit weird. Okay, so I'm actually, as far as a pullback, are you talking about to the downside or moving up? In which direction are you expecting to pull back from? Or asking a question about a pullback? Never mind, you see it? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're looking for this sell right here. So we just entered in a trade set up on this sell, which is in profit. And if it just so happens to pull back to retest that 618, we got a limit order right there. So with the trade we just opened up, it's a 1 to 13 on the sale. That means if you place $10 and say, I want to put $10 on the sale, you'll win $130. That's why risk reward is important. With this one, you put $10 on it, you're going to win $250. So that's what is key about our trading process. We make sure that the risk reward is so favorable that you could lose 70% of your trade setups and still have a winning percentage as far as your balance. That shit is crazy. It's so crazy. I'm going to say it again. It's probably confusing. With your risk reward like this, you can lose 7 out of 10 trades and still be a profitable trader. All right. So that's what I like about the market. It ain't too many people, like even on the Super Bowl, how many times would you have took a Super Bowl bet if you can put up $10 for $250? I'd be betting their ass all day on every play. I don't care how many times I lose. I know if I hit one, we about to go crazy. And the chances of losing all 10 is not probable. It's very, very low. That's a very low chance that that's going to happen. All right, let's go back to pound AUD. So last week we had news on all pound pairs. So that's why I'm in all of these pound setups. And right here, this is key. But to be honest, we need more data before we add a new position. But the key part is this level here was a strong structural level. Price broke beneath it and rejected multiple times. Now it's right here fighting at the 50. If it does not break above this level, we will hit all targets on pound AUD as well. Okay. And on the higher time frames, the EMAs, well, on the 2 hour, 1 hour, and 30-minute, the EMAs are above price. Let's see how it plays out. We did just get a double bottom right here. But one thing I want you guys to start paying attention to: double bottoms and double tops are relative. I'm gonna try to explain this slow so you can get it. Not saying that you guys are slow. Don't beat me up. I'm I'm just gonna explain it slow so you guys can get it. Let me actually draw it, okay? I mean they're relative because let's say you have a strong level of structure here. That's a strong level of resistance and a strong level of support at the bottom, right? Let's say in the middle of price, that's where you see the double bottom. Unless this double bottoms happens here, this is a short-term move. I guarantee it. In most cases, what you're gonna see is this move pull up to retest, and after that retest, it's just gonna fall and break beneath it. And people say, "Oh man, I saw a double bottom." So that's why it's really important to understand the difference in macro and micro structure, okay? That's really important. So as far as the area that we was just looking at, that's a micro structural level. So I don't believe that this double bottom will have as much effect as it would have if it happened in this 382 level right here, okay? So this, if price hit this area right here and gave you a double bottom, I'm taking that confidently. But this looks like a setup. Yeah. So what I do when I find areas like this, and what I teach people to do, is just simply trap price. Let me just peel this back. So with that aspect, all you would do is create range, okay? Let's say that's range. Now, most people don't include the wicks, but the wicks are part of price movement. In almost every case where I ignored the wick, I lost the trade setup. So I include all of the wicks. So this is how we trap price. And from here, it is clear. If it does not break below this level here, it's trending sideways. Vice versa. If it doesn't break around the highs, it's trending sideways. And what you can do to keep it easy for yourself so you're not playing hopscotch and shit, you can just wait for it to actually trigger one of your alerts and then look for a trade setup. Did you say you put that trade in Discord? No, I took a picture of the TPs for this trade and put it in Discord. You know what? Let me pull up the Facebook group on my phone so I can see who's actually talking. Big moves come out of consolidation. Yes, sir. So that's why I actually like consolidation. I like being able to spot it. I don't like trading in it. Okay? So once I spot it, there is a good chance that there could be a big move after. In some cases, what you'll see is like a false breakout. But in a lot of scenarios, when you get a break in consolidation, man, the market rips. So I love spotting these areas. Okay, Mike James. Okay, Mike, here we go. All right, so we got Mike, JoJo. Oh, that's King right there. Big V and Robert in here. All right, cool. That viewership was weird. Hey, okay, Mike, how long you been trading, Mike? Yeah, big moves. Get out of here. Robert, that's my cousin. How you feeling, cuz? 4 years. Oh, that's great, man. I love it. I'm not leaving it alone. I jumped in it, I was getting my ass whooped. But I looked at it like this. I was a barber at the time. I took 10 years to master the ability to make $15 for each haircut. So why wouldn't I take that same 10 years to master making $1,000 a day? I didn't see anything else on my plate. All right, cool. So we got these alerts set. I'm actually gonna move this alert closer to the 50. Yeah, I think this thing is still gonna sell. I am going to move that original sale in profit just in case it pulls back a little higher than I expected. Cool. Same here. Yeah, I was trying to find the screenshot on Discord. Oh, that's King God. So in Discord, the thing that I posted was the TPs. Go to the members and chart and what is it? The members charts. I think it's a members chart section. Charts and setups. Appreciate that, V. Yeah, look under the charts and setup section in the Discord. You should see the TPs underneath that. All right. USD JPY. Okay. So on this thing, we was actually looking for a pullback towards this area here before it continued that uptrend. Let's see. Man, sometimes they can get real ugly. But this is definitely a double bottom right here. So what we'll do is we'll watch this area. And with these rejections right here, when I normally see rejections above one of my entry levels, it gives me like extra confidence in that particular trade setup. So let's see, long position on USD JPY. Stop loss will be beneath that structural level that we just broke. What is this up here? Oh, oh yeah, we might need to look for a higher area. I'm gonna tell you guys like this. This is the daily time frame. So right here, where is this? 2022. This wick was retested already by price. And it failed, and now we are looking at this area again. When price pulls back to this area, if it does not break, this thing has potential to rip above these highs. So right now, it looks like it is smart to trade towards this level. Okay? Again, if it's not broken, we are going up here. Easy. But we're monitoring this trade set up on a 2 hour. Let's set an alert, because this could actually be activated. How many pips is that? Let's see. So from this area, yeah, this could actually be activated this week if price continues that downtrend. Yeah, so we'll set an alert on this. We'll actually set 2. I want to know if if it breaks beneath this microstructural level of support that it's creating, and I also want to know once it gets here. If it gets there, I'll go ahead and set the buy limit order, and we'll move from there. Since I'm here, let's go ahead and create some TPs. Now, I showed you guys how we did the TPs earlier, but let's say you're on a higher time frame chart. Same concept. Look to the left. Let me get this out of the way. Now it's a given that the area that we're stopping at, that's our third TP. So that's TP3. This area would have to be TP1. When price retests the level that it rejected at, you definitely want to be smart and skim something off the table. Now let's go back and see what happened in price. Let's go to the weekly. It looked like we might be scrolling for a long time. All right, cool. So right here on the weekly, right where my mouse just so happened to be, my cursor, this area, look at this. It gave you rejections here. Price broke beneath it and rejected here. It blew through it coming up, but when it pulled back, it rejected at this level. So this is the area where I'm going to put my TP2. Not because it looked cool, but because price showed us that this was a level of struggle previously in the market. So let's take that ray tool, boom, and this is our TP2. And that's the easiest way to find your target areas while trading. Let's put it at the top of that here. And something that's funny is they normally align like dang near 30% of the move. It's kind of cool how that happens. All right, cool. So what's the time frame? That time frame. So the time frame I found TP1 and TP3 was the daily time frame. Now there wasn't enough data to have a close area to find TP2, so I went to the weekly, right? So with the weekly, I don't have to do as much scrolling. So I found TP2 on the weekly just because of the way this chart was set up. Now, other things, like those other things that we traded, that was enough data to look at the same time frame that we found the trade set up on to figure out our targets. So this is unique to each trade setup. You don't always have to go to a higher time frame to find your targets. We just didn't have any data above this area on a smaller time frame that was close enough to reference. So we went out to a bigger time frame. All right, cool. So we got this thing set up. Oh, look at that on a daily. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is a move. This is the move right here. I like this. I like this buy. Yeah, let me move this up a little bit. All right, cool. So we got pound JPY, euro pound. Did we do something with gold? Oh no, we got alert set on gold. And pound AUD, we got alert set on that. Okay, cool. So from here, oh, what are you doing, Euro JPY? I have no idea what that is. Let's see what this is. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we love gold. That's our baby right there. All right, so Euro JPY just actually retested the highs after pulling towards them and failing to break above right here. A quick little hack, all right? I want you guys to look into stop hunting. It is a real thing, okay? Normally, what happens is when you see rejections in the market like this, where they reject at a relatively equal level, whether it's for the highs or whether it's for the lows right here. Like if you look at the lows, price was pretty much rejecting towards the same area. When this happens, what the average trader does, if he's looking at a sale, he's going to take his stop loss and he's going to place it above the highs. That's not an incorrect thing, okay? But this is what people typically do. Same thing if they're looking for the buy. They're going to take that stop loss and they're going to place it beneath the lows. What the market does, because it is man-made and man-manipulated, it will creep above, capture all your damn money to snatch you out the trade, and then it's going to go in the intended direction, okay? Which it looks like is about to happen here, all right? So most people from this point were looking for the sale. You see that price reached up, grabbed money, and it dropped beneath this area to capture the money of the people that were buying. This thing is sinister, I swear. This is robbery, but it's not something that you should get upset about. It's something that you should learn and use it in your favor. So you see what they did? They just robbed all of the sellers, went on a buy, then they robbed all the buyers. Now watch what's going to happen. It's pulling back up. And where is it going? To this level that we're at. Man, go faster, man. You see me trying to tell a story? So now at this level that we were just at, those highs, okay? Price created a higher high, but it failed to break above that level. And this is something that I cover in our course, and I also covered in our free book. I'm sorry. It was our free ebook. I just published it, so it's available on Amazon now. My apologies, it's no longer free. But here at this area, right here where you have these rejections where price was consolidating, I look at this area not only as a structural level of resistance, but we look at this area to spot when there could be a possible change in trend, okay? So right here at this area where I circled, this is where this structural level was broken. So if you look right here, we got price fighting to stay above that level. That's what made it a microstructural level of support. Right here, price broke beneath it. But this is the important thing. It pulled back, retested it, and fell again. So this is confirming that this uptrend has been compromised and that you should be looking for sales. And another beautiful thing that just happened, look at this shit. I was telling you guys, there you go, one of those double bottom. Look at that. Exactly. That's exactly, this is, man, V, come on, V. Get out my head, man. Let me do my thing, man. Let me do my thing. So this is the shit that I was talking about earlier, right? Price creating a double bottom, but is not at a major structural level. So what happened? You got all of these wicks right here. Uh-oh. Got all of these wicks right here. Right? On a smaller time frame too. This is a 15-minute, okay? So the higher time frames will definitely hold weight over this. Price created this double bottom. I told you guys, typically after those reversal patterns are created, if they're not at major structural levels, they only pull back to retest a structural level, and then they're broken. So this is a perfect example of what I was trying to show you guys. So when I come on here, I'm not giving you opinions. I lost money trying a lot of different shit. I'm giving you advice from pain. Please heed it. I don't want to see people make the same mistakes I made. All right, so this sell is looking pretty good. Let's just see how we'll be able to take advantage of it based on what we were given. We really don't have anything at this moment. That's definitely a double top. Oh, okay. So right here on the 30 minute with this strong impulsive move, our EMAs line up right here. Something that you can back test yourself. After the market gives you an impulsive move like that, it'll normally pull back to retest maybe 50%, or it'll pull back to the 618. And if you look right here at the middle, that's the 50%. Man, I like when you practice so much you can just say it without even using the tools and still be right as we put some time in. Alright, so this area could actually be tested before price continues that downtrend. So we already had targets set. The market was just being the market, saying I'm moving, I want to move. And that's cool. So let's see what we could actually expect a pullback to. Okay, so there's a good chance that even if it falls, that this could be a short-term pullback, which is fine. Let's see what hasn't been retested. Okay. So right here, where this trend line was broken, that looks like it was retested. It was retested. Yeah, that was retested. Let me zoom in and explain. I don't want to leave you guys lost. Let me put that trend line back as well. Okay. So I was looking at this area here because this is where the trend line was broken, right? Now, if this wick was not here, then I would look at that area for a possible retest, but it was already retested. So instead, we'll look at this area. So we got this gap here, so we'll look at this area. So again, looking at the higher time frame, it looks like, hey, 1414, that's dope. Looking at the higher time frame, it looks like this will only be a short-term pullback. So what we don't want to do is get too greedy and give something some crazy level without having anything to support it or base it on. You saw a level on the 5 minute, what'd you see? What was it at the highs or at the lows? Same thing as far as figuring out the targets. The last area, that's obviously our TP3. Right here where we have all of these rejections, this is going to be TP2. Alright, and look, this area here, that's our TP1. Highs for an entry. Oh, okay. Yeah, 5 minute right there, the breaker structure. Yeah, that aligns right where that level was on the 30 minute. So that's cool. And the way the stop loss was set, it actually gives you, yeah, it's right around the 618. It gives you enough room for your trade to be entered here and to hit this level without hitting the stop loss. So that's cool. And that's still Well, it said 14, 14, but we can move it up just a little, and that's still almost 1 to 13 trade set up. Man. So with this one, I'm actually going to go ahead and set that limit order because I like this right now. So give me 1 second. Let me get this trade set up in V. Go ahead, get this trade set up in. And this will be it for tonight, you guys. I'll be up in the morning, 10:30, and we'll trade these things live. Okay, so that we did not enter in a limit order on will be executed. New York. Oh, this thing is moving kind of slow. All right, we're in there. Let me copy this. Boom, boom. Okay, cool. So that's posted. All right, you guys. So I appreciate your time, man. You guys, be safe. Take your time on these trade setups. Really take your time. Trust yourself. Believe in your abilities after you practice. And let's win. Hold on. What are we looking for? So let me make sure I got everything that you guys needed before we step out. Somebody needed access to the Discord. I believe that was Mike and King Guy. You got everything that you needed? Did you get everything that you needed? Or everything that you was looking for? I'm gonna make sure I got y'all taken care of before we log off. Tyler. Let's see. Okay, so I guess you guys are straight. Okay, cool. I guess everybody taken care of. So I see you guys in the morning, man. Y'all be safe, man. You're one trade away from living, man. Why fight to stay the same?